Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Jon Kent because apparently DC is teasing the return of Jon Kent as a little boy again, which is speculations, but I doubt it. But Jorge Jimenez, who did the Super Sons run, and apparently he's supposed to be working with Slot, and they're teasing the return of the Super Sons, and looks like they're teasing Jon Kent going back as a 10-year-old child, which would be great, but I doubt it because they already done aged this boy up and made him a gay icon, and all it's gonna do is have these LGBT weirdos like, oh my god, I can't believe you took away. It's just like, no, he's 10, so he can reestablish himself. He cannot be involved in that nonsense of being LGBT, not being tied to a lover, because he really shouldn't be tied to a lover because he was a 10-year-old boy in the first place. So let's just not even do that anyway. You know, you were just gonna try. So let's not even involve in that. I'd rather him be de-aged. I'd rather him be the best friend of Damian Wayne again, and them going on journeys again, because I have the entire Super Sons collection run. Um, I have the compendium because I waited until they collected all of the books and put it in this big giant book. Um, One day, if I ever get a chance to, I'll get Jorge Jimenez to sign it because it's amazing. And I've read the entire Super Sons run. I just waited until they got the book to buy the giant one. But I was reading the entire Super Sons run. I love that run. That run is so cool. And Jon Kent is so adorable. And it's just like, damn, this is what I want. You know what would be another cool thing if they do like a Super Brothers book where you have Connor Kent, Superboy, Jon Kent as Superboy, his 10-year-old self, and then you tease the return of Christopher Kent, Superman and Lois' adoptive son that they had before the New 52, and have all three of them. Because let's be honest, we don't really care about those twins. I don't care about the twins at all. Like I understand people want, but I don't care about the twins. I really don't. I was reading a little bit of Action Comics and Superman run, and honestly, they're not interesting to me. I don't really care for them as characters. That's just my personal opinion. I understand DC did it just so they can try to reestablish the whole children thing, but then it's just like in the book also, Jon Kent feels jealous or whatever, and then they're like, "Oh, are you like upset at us or something like that?" He's like, "No, it's just I've missed so much with my parents or whatever." Yes, because they artificially aged him up and took away all of the years that he should have had with his parents. And for what? To make him some fucking gay Superman? Don't nobody want that bullshit. Don't nobody want that bullshit. But at the same time, I also know DC might be doing this just to tease it at us to see if we will really like it or whatever. But if we don't buy it or whatever, then they can be like, "Well, see, we tried it y'all way, but y'all didn't buy the books when we did it." Yeah, because we know it's not gonna stay there that long. Of course, I'm not gonna fully invest in it if you're not gonna fully commit to it. And that's the thing that DC comic books and Marvel comic books need to understand. You can't expect me to commit to something that you're not even gonna be committed to. You know what I mean? Either be committed to Jon Kent being a little boy, or you're gonna have to be committed to him being a gay teenager that don't nobody want to read nothing about because they're like, DC's been struggling to try to find what to do with Jon Kent. Yeah, because don't nobody want no damn gay Superman. Shocker, shocker, shocker. Nobody wanted to aged up Jon Kent, especially when he was firstly targeted towards to little kids. Super Sons is a book for the children. So why would I want my children, read the gay version of him as a teenager now. Oh, he's grown up, and the first thing y'all want to do as him being grown up is make him a gay teenager. The fuck? That's not even realistic. It's not realistic. And on top of that, wouldn't you want Superman's legacy to continue? He has a son, a half human, half Kryptonian son, and he has a son with his nemesis Lex Luthor. Yes, I know what y'all are saying. What do you mean? Yes, Connor Kent is not a clone. That's not how cloning fucking works. That is his son. He has the DNA of Lex Luthor and the DNA of Superman. He is therefore the son of Superman and Lex Luthor. I know it's weird, but that's how it works. That's an offspring, artificially offspring or not. That's his son, you know. And honestly, it makes Superman look like a failure as a father. 3 times you have introduced these children of Superman where you just kind of forget about them or throw them to the wayside, and then be confused like, I don't know what to do with them. Really? Really, you don't know what to do with them. Like, you keep pushing them out the way for one another. You don't need to do all that. You just need to make good stories with them and treat them like they're supposed to be. Like, Connor is the son of Superman. He's not his little brother. He is his son. He's his son with Lex Luthor. And that's something that Superman needs to get the fuck over. Because that's an issue that Superman has. That is your son. And another thing with Jon Kent is there's no way in the world Superman wouldn't have been looking for his son. And on top of that, a real father wouldn't have let his son go out with his grandfather. I give no fucks what the hell he talking about. My 10-year-old son is not going to be going out with his grandfather that I have no idea who the fuck he is, him or my wife. Like, bump all of that bullshit. And then for him to tell you he's going to do it? What? Excuse me? Not in this house. And then their adoptive son, Christopher Kent, sacrificed himself going to the Phantom Zone, and then Lois and Clark just leave him there. So you're not even going to try to find your adoptive son, Chris Kent, who was trapped. The last time we saw him was literally in the Phantom Zone. That's terrible parenting on Lois and Clark's behalf. And that's something that DC needs to rectify. Say what you want about Batman, but at least the motherfucker is a parent. He don't abandon his children, but every time Superman has a child, some bullshit happens. They magically get rolling out. Some event happens, and then, it's back to the status quo of just Lois and Clark. No children, or their children are artificially aged up, and then we never see them again, or some kind of event happened and they're taken away. Can we stop that? And of course, another tease of Jon Kent permanently being a child is Shazam number 20, where Jon Kent goes to Philadelphia, and he gets magically turned back into a child again, and Shazam and him got to figure out what's going on, because the world might might miss the adult Superboy, which don't nobody care. Don't nobody care about that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. So basically, Jonathan is in Philly when something funny happens at the Rock of Eternity, and John is caught into lightning and transformed back into a little boy. While John gets a second chance at childhood, Billy better figure out how to get the grown-up super son back before the world misses him. Trust me, we won't miss Superman's son as a damn adult, a teenager. Because he's a teenager. He's not an adult. He's 17. So trust me, we will not be missing that. I want that to be permanent. I don't want Billy to solve shit. I don't want nobody to solve a damn thing. I want that shit to be permanent. I want him to be a kid. I want Jon Kent to be a kid again. He's better as a kid. Don't nobody want him as an adult. Y'all look, you tried. Y'all tried. You've tried several times. You tried with Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, failed. Okay. You tried that with Superman Son of Kal-El, failed. You tried that with what that other special Superman something, Superman Jon Kent failed. Nobody wants Jon Kent as a child. I mean, as an adult. We don't. We don't want him as a gay adult teen. We don't want that. We want him as the 10-year-old straight laced little boy who's just learning about life. That's what we want. I want all his memories of this bullshit of him being bisexual, gay, whatever, all that. I want all that gone. I don't even want us to discuss him being trapped by Ultraman, none of that shit. I want to pretend like none of it's happening because that's what you need to do. Especially if you can't market Jon Kent to children and then have him as a gay icon. You got to pick a lane, DC. And honestly, if it was me, oh, I'm picking him as a 10-year-old boy because I can make more sales and merchandise with him as a boy than him as a gay boy. I'm just being honest. Like y'all gotta think. Y'all got to think. You can't have it both ways. Do you want him as a gay icon or do you want him as a children icon? And honestly, I would prefer him as a children icon. So that way we can have something for the kids. That's how I would look at it. But that's just my personal opinion on that whole situation. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everybody.